Hey, Jim Zaspel here with a super cool video, and I'm going to show you how to be aware if you're throwing money down the drain. I know that sounds crazy, but the reality is you might be throwing money down the drain every single day in your real estate investing business. Hi, my name is Jim Zaspel from jimzaspel.com, and you can catch my blog at jimzaspel.com for lots of super cool training videos that will help you make more money with less time in real estate investing, especially wholesaling and rehabbing, my two specialties. All right, so here's the deal. I was reading this Dan Kennedy book 2 or 3 years ago now, and Dan Kennedy, by the way, is an awesome dude when it comes to marketing and business strategy. Really knows his stuff, about as personable as a porcupine, but he really knows his stuff. All right, so anyway, in that book, I don't remember anything else about the book, to be honest with you, except this one sentence, and it was this, maybe it's a couple sentences, and I'm paraphrasing, but he said, some people in their business experience hyper growth in their business, and there is no reason, no obvious reason to the entrepreneur as to why, but the reality is sometimes, whether it's due to the market, maybe it's due to the compound effect of some good business strategies, that all of a sudden, sometimes overnight, your business skyrockets. And here's his advice based on that observation. Okay, his advice based on the observation was, when that happens to you as an entrepreneur, don't question why. Just embrace it and run with it, and don't waste the opportunity. Embrace that opportunity for as long as it lasts. Now that sounds pretty, and again, I'm paraphrasing. He has a much better way of saying things than I do. But that might sound pretty obvious, but it's not. And it goes back to our expectation as business owners. Isn't it true sometimes that we have a certain volume of business that we are used to doing, right? We have a volume of business that we've historically done. When we plan for growth, we rarely plan and believe that we can experience hyper growth, let alone at the switch of a button, seemingly basically overnight, right? And so what happens to a lot of entrepreneurs, it happened to me in the past, I've seen it happen to other people, is all of a sudden they've got deals falling into their laps left and right. It's like shooting fish out of a barrel. Their lead generation's working like crazy. Sellers are saying yes. They're negotiating better deals than ever. They're getting multiple offers on every single property, etc., etc. And then sometimes, deals just fall apart. Contractor really messed up on that one. Couldn't get the money together. Couldn't close in that rehab. We self-sabotage sometimes. Now, I know if you've not experienced, you probably think I'm crazy, but the reality is, and I read this in a different book, I forget what book it was, I think it was a Brian Tracy book, actually. Pretty cool author. Anyway, he says in his books that everybody has what he calls a self-concept. It's nothing to do with self-image or self-esteem in the way that it's talked about generally. The self-concept is the way we see each other. Do you see yourself as somebody who's really fat? Well, then you're probably going to stay fat. And if you lose 10 pounds, you'll get it back pretty soon, right? Do you see yourself as somebody who makes $80,000 a year? You're going to make 80 grand, and if for some reason you have an awesome month and you close tons of sales, then you're probably not going to be able to close sales the rest of the month until the next month. Anyway, we have a lot of times self-imposed expectation as to how much money or how much whatever we're supposed to have or be. In this case, we're talking about amount of business, right? And so if you're used to doing 4 wholesale deals a month, 1 a week, I guess that's a respectable business, but not huge by any means, right? But if you're used to doing 1 wholesale deal a month, or 4 wholesale deals a month, and all of a sudden you locked up 5 of them in the first 10 days of the month, the one thing you might struggle with is being able to lock up any more the rest of the month. Why? So here's my suggestion for you. Here's something that I've done in our business because we have just experienced some really tremendous growth, getting 2 or 3 new rehab deals every single week for a little while now, and getting 1 or 2 wholesale deals every single week for a while now as well, which was more than we were doing because we don't focus on wholesaling, but when the deals come, the deals come. So anyway, one thing I've made sure I've been very conscious of, which I'm pretty easy to do. But I made sure is I don't somehow self-sabotage. And so I'm constantly looking ahead. So, well, hey, are we going to need more funding? We've got $8 million in private money. Are we going to need more funding? I'm now planning for growth instead of being surprised by it, right? So this is May of 2017. Awesome real estate market. A lot of people making big mistakes in this business are actually making good money, right? The market is covering for mistakes. So don't be too bold in that your numbers aren't based on reality. But my suggestion is this: if you're experiencing hyper growth, easier business than ever right now, then my recommendation is that you plan for that hyper growth and embrace it and run with it for as long as you possibly can. You can make more money this year, in the next couple of years, next year or two, than maybe you did in the last 10 combined. It is crazy. We started this year, I think we might grow by about 20% from last year. We'll probably grow by about 50%, 30-40% in the rehab business, and 200% on the wholesale deal side of the business. The point is this: this market is incredible, so embrace it, run with it, and plan for the success that you're probably already experiencing, and make sure you don't offer any resistance to the increased deal flow that the market is providing right now. So plan for success, and hope you find that extremely beneficial. And if you did, then do me a huge favor and share this around, post it on Facebook, Twitter, whatever it is you do, and text the video to a couple of friends, and I will appreciate your spreading the love. All right, Jim Zaspel signing off for now. I will see you soon.